Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Here I'm teaching how to customize cargo collective websites with code, and today I'll show you how to create filters. We're going to be working with thumbnail index, and first I'll show you how to do a similar thing but without any code, just using cargo tools, and then I'll show you what we can do with just a little bit of JavaScript. And let's begin. This is my setup. I have an empty homepage and set of pages which is going to be my thumbnails, and each page has some settings. We do have some tags which I specified, separating them with comma, and the thumbnail, which is the same image, just a gray rectangle. And on the homepage, let's add thumbnail index, and we see some extra page here, and let's remove that. We need to filter that only to select set pages, and here we go. Then you need to specify like 4 columns and show title, show tags. Well, I'm not going to recreate exact copy of the website which I showed you on the preview. You saw that I had titles on the top left corner and tags on the bottom left corner, but I think I had a similar customization one of the videos which I previously recorded, so check it out. I'm not going to cover that in this part, only tags and only filtering. But yeah, it's also possible. Now let's create another page which we are going to use as navigation. Let's call it nav, and this page is going to be pinned. Oh, this is not the settings. All right, here it is, and I'm going to make it fixed and pinned. And now I need to say like first tags, let's call it all tags. Well, you can create a button out of these tags, but I recommend you to first just type all the things and then select them separately and just make them all buttons. So let's say tag A, tag B, and tag C. And now when you create, select the piece of text, you can create a new button. So choose a style. So this is a style. And the same we can do for all the other buttons, but we already have all these styles here, so this is the last button style which I created. You don't have to create a new button every time, so you can just reuse the same styles. Alright, so this is our buttons, and now we need to link them to something. So this one is going to be linked to the home page, but Cargo also have this weird thing called link to tags. So, for example, if you select tags here and you can specify tag A, then we're going to do that the same for tag B, tag C. But I wasn't really sure what to do with this thing. So basically what I did, or what I thought I should do, was to specify all the tags separated by comma. But if I publish the website and go to the live version, let's navigate there. Well, you will see that it kind of works weirdly. So first of all, it kind of looks a little bit confusing because, well, now this is another, just the titles. And all pages simply doesn't work. It tells me page not found. And another thing which I don't like here is that it's kind of shuffled, I think. We have page 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and 3 again, which is, I think it's a little bit weird. So yeah, let me show you first how you can fix that without any code. Create new set, and let's create these pages. Let's call it tags set. Let's create these pages from scratch. So duplicate the home page, move it to the tags set, and let's call this page A. Now, if we are in the A page, we can filter the tabs. Oh, here is a filter by tag, saying only A tags. Well, that was slow, but it kind of worked. So let's duplicate this page and do the same for B tags. Here we need to set B, and let's duplicate the page once again and select now C tags. All right, and we don't have to change the links for all the tags, but for all tags, let's remove the thing and simply choose homepage. Now let's publish and see how it looks now. Now if I navigate to A page, to B page, you see that it kind of works, but it takes time to load, and you see this glitch and like a white screen just for a moment. Second time you click, it's going to be faster, but you still can see that yeah, images are loading and it's blinks again. And now if I go all pages, I'm going to be directed to the home page, which is kind of fine, I guess. But let me show you the better solution which I figured out, and maybe you like it also. The first step is going to be to delete all these ABC pages. We don't need them anymore. Then you need to find the link below this video and go to the code pen. So here is the code pen, and we have two parts, HTML and CSS. Let's start with HTML. You need to copy the whole thing except for the top comment. All right, let's go back to cargo and move back to navigation page. And somewhere beneath the code which you see here, just paste it. And yeah, scroll up and you will find something which looks like that. So basically all you need is to wrap all your links into this tag. So let me clean it up a little bit. But well, if your page is a little bit more complex, or for example you have more elements, you need to find all tags. It's always going to be a tag which starts with A and ends with A. So this is the whole thing. It's our like button, and these things are of course it's just like other buttons, and you need to place this part before the beginning of the first tag, and this part at the end of the last tag. All right, so this is how it's supposed to look. Now you need to remove the template part and keep the script. We're gonna be back to the script. I'll tell you more about it a little later, but let's update. See, like nothing changed, and well, actually it won't be working on editor mode, but let's go back to the code pen and now deal with CSS part. So it's gonna copy that part and move to CSS tab and paste it somewhere here. And now you see that, well, you can see now that it's immediately like changed the appearance of the tags, and you can also style them a little bit differently, because I saw that these buttons are a little ugly, so I changed them. Well, I changed the padding. So for example, you can make it larger if you prefer. So this is a top and bottom part of the padding, and this is the left and right side like part of the padding. This is a border. You can change the color of the border, and you can also specify how thick it's going to be. And this is an opacity. So the first styles are basically for inactive tags, and at the beginning they're all going to be inactive, but the active tags are going to be different. So by default the first tag is going to be active, and you need to copy the active tag class, this part. Go to HTML, find your all tags button, and somewhere here where you see class and the button name, you need to paste the active class, separate them with space, and let's update. And now you see that, all right, this is our active button, which is going to be default one. And this is inactive thumbnail settings. So if the thumbnail is filtered out, it's going to have opacity set to 0.25. Another thing which you can do here is to set pointer events none, and even say important, to override all the things if possible. So this makes them not clickable. Let's see how it works. So when I filter pages, it works faster now, but you may notice that it kind of filters them also a little bit weirdly. So we have some empty slots here, and in fact we're gonna keep the same amount of rows. So for example, I have B tag here, here, and here, but not in this project. And when I select B, that means that one project is going to be filtered out, but the row is going to stay the same. So this project won't go to the next row. Well, that was technically easier to build it this way, and I thought it's pretty fun, but recreating the whole structure and like reorganizing rows is going to be more risky, because first of all it's shadow root elements, and I cannot reorganize them with simply CSS, so I need to recreate the whole structure. And I think it's risky because Cargo may create some updates in the future which is going to be conflicting with what I've created, and for that reason I decided to keep it this way. But this is not the only option how you can use this effect. If you go back to HTML, scroll down and see this variable, I also made a great comment for you. So this is a hidden mode, and you can set it to false. Now let's update and let's publish it again. And remember the class which I showed you before, which stands for inactive thumbnails. Now when I select some tags, you see that all the inactive thumbs are, like, these styles are going to be applied to filtered out projects, and it's not clickable anymore, and it has opacity set to 0.25. Now you know how to create custom filters, and if you want to change styles a little bit, you actually can do that using ChatGPT. It's going to handle that perfectly well. So just remember that these styles are standing for inactive thumbnails. These styles are for active tag, this one, and for all the tags, including active tag, actually, we're going to use these styles. And feel free to customize it even more, and maybe I'll record another update where I'll show you how to hide images and keep only project titles. And yeah, follow my channel and let me know if you like the video, leave the comments, and feel free to reach me out if you have any questions. And goodbye.